Hi there, Fred FR5ED. The 5 is still silent from Craft Beer Adventures, here with a review of a beer. This is Deep 6 Robust English Style Porter from Heavy Seas. It says, dark and earthy, this robust porter exhibits rich mocha-like complexity with a dry finish that keeps all hands on deck. At 6.8% ABV. And that's what it says. It rates a 95 overall and a 96 in style on Rate Beer. That's after 63 reviews. And over on Beer Advocate, rates an 87, which is very good. That's after 115 ratings. So pretty good. Doesn't look like it's been around that long because of such few number of ratings. Let's go ahead and get it going. See what we think. That was a Canadian pirate, I think. All right. eh? Pretty thick and dark. I recently posted a link to many articles that talk about the differences, the supposed differences, the supposed lack of differences between stouts and porters. Won't go into that now. It's an interesting read, or several reads. This is a porter. Very nice, sweet. It's got a very sweet dark roast smell. So it's like a dark chocolate that's going to be sweet. Definite coffee in there. That's the bulk of it. It's just, these dark roasted malts that have a very sweet aroma to them. Almost a chocolatey milk type smell. So not sure what to expect, except what I'm smelling. So let's see if there's any surprises. Okay, it's not sweet. In fact, I think it said it was going to be dry, but it had that sweet, it intimated sweetness and didn't deliver sweetness. It is dry. Even with all the reading I did, unless I spent a lot more time with porters and stouts, comparing back and forth, I don't know that I would have been able to tell this from a stout. That being said, there's a couple of things I'll point out. The mouthfeel is heavier than medium. Certainly not as heavy as the Imperial Stout I had yesterday. There's less bitterness, and again, I don't know if that's due to fewer hops being used here, or if it's the roasted malts that have been de-bittered. I guess that's a process, maybe. But anyway, there's not as much bitterness to this. There was another thing. Hang on, let me see if I can remember what it was that I noticed. I think that was mainly it. The not quite as heavy mouthfeel, the lower amount of bitterness, and there's not as dark chocolatey taste to it. It's not as dark tasting as the aroma led me to believe. So again, I will have to spend a lot more time with porters and stouts, comparing. Go back and read, especially BJCP, the beer judge, whatever the PC stands for, I forget. But anyway, it's a certification, beer judge something certification. But they make a distinction, several points of distinction between porters and stouts. I'll have to go back and read that again. So anyway, I like this. I really find that as much as I live on IPAs and double IPAs, it's a refreshing, odd word to use for a dark beer that you think of in wintertime, and here it is in the 90s here in Florida going into summer. But I find it a refreshing change, at least style-wise. So anyway, this is Deep 6 Robust English Style Porter from Heavy Seas, and this is Fred of our 5ED. Over and out.